everyone, I'm Victoria Taylor, an 18-year-old girl from Wellington, New Zealand, who is running the length of New Zealand in September, raising awareness and money for child cancer. The reason I chose to do this was because I always wanted to make a difference in people's lives and go far with my running, and decided why not combine the two. Due to having lost a family member due to the disease, it stood out to me, and because these kids can't prevent it, I wanted to do it for child cancer. So far I've got some really good sponsors on board, and their help is much appreciated because it means that every little bit of money raised goes straight towards helping these kids out. And the sponsors so far that I've got are Mizuno and Shoe Clinic, who are doing my gear, and Picton who is doing my food, Telecom is doing phone and internet, Inter-Islander is doing mine in the support crew's ferry crossing, and Z Energy has donated a $200 petrol voucher as they've seen the progress made already. So far though, we still need a 6-berth camper van for when we travel down the country for me and the support crew to follow and stay in some of the nights. And also we need about $500 more worth of petrol vouchers. So far I have got about 5 or 6 nights accommodation sorted. Oakuni, Lower Hutt and Taupo Top 10 Holiday Park are sponsoring me and the support crew with accommodation for the nights we go through those towns. Also, Moana Lodge and Fish and Pheasant Lodge are also providing us with accommodation. So far, through donations, $2,950 has been raised, and that is all going straight towards helping these kids out. It is much appreciated to everyone that has donated so far. Every little bit helps. Okay, just a bit about my running history. I started running at primary school cross country, where I then continued on through to intermediate, where I ran into school, and then from there I went on and did nationals when I started at college. It was in 2008 that I moved to Taupo and I joined the Taupo Harrier Club, which I then became more interested in my longer distance running. I ran my first 10k 2 weeks before I did my first half marathon, which was the Taupo Mizuno half marathon in 2008 at the age of 14. From then on I kept up my longer distance running, and when I moved back to Wellington in 2010, I started running again, and I decided that I'd run and join a Harrier Club down here, because although I had school running, I just wanted more running, and it seemed sense. So I joined the Hutt Valley Harriers Club, where I then went on, and after the Hutt Valley Harriers season I went and joined the Marathon Clinic and ran for them for a year, which was actually really good. And I won the Marathon Clinic half marathon in 2009, which was good for me. And also with the Taupo half marathon, my first year I came 10th. My second year I came 3rd, and last year I actually won it, which for women's 19, which for me was really actually good. And every year I've managed to take 10 minutes off my time, so I'm pretty stoked. And then I ran the Wellington Round the Bays in February this year. I ran an hour 30. It wasn't the ideal time for me, but at the same time I also achieved my goal, which was actually to win my age group. So I won the women's 19, which for me was another achievement that I'm happy of. And in the month of May I was doing a lot of training. I did my biggest month of worth of training ever, and that was May this year, and I ran about 8 50k runs. I did about 4 70k runs, as well as doing my run to Otaki and back, and as well as all my other shorter runs, and I really enjoyed it. It was honestly the best month of training I've done in my life, and I just really loved it. And I feel that it's got me ready for what I'm expecting in September, although it's going to be a big challenge, and I know that, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it go ahead and help these kids out. Also, I have some inspirations, like I'm really inspired by things, but also when I was during the early stages of awareness of this run, I came across Jessie Joyce Rees, who inspired me. She was a 12-year-old girl suffering cancer who fought her battle and um, passed away sadly at the age of 12. But throughout her time, she made a difference in people's lives, and she helped other kids that were battling cancer by giving them joy jars, and made up the acronym NEGU, which is short for Never Ever Give Up, and that really inspires me. Also, I'm getting inspired by other kids that are fighting the battle of cancer. They're just so strong little kids. And also another big thing at the moment is Chase is inspiring me a lot. He was a 3-year-old boy that I became associated with during the earlier stages of the run, and I wanted to run on behalf of him, but sadly passed away on June the 15th, so now I'm running in his memory, and that really inspires me, and he'll be pushing me all the way, I know it. And also, if you want to donate, you can go to fundraiseonline.co.nz and search Victoria Taylor, and that's where you'll find the links to my Facebook as well. But also the Facebook event page, if you want to search it, search 18-year-old girl running Wellington New Zealand, raising awareness and money for child cancer. And the more likes and shares we can get, the more awareness we can raise. That's why I came on YouTube. I wouldn't normally do this, but I just want to raise as much awareness as I can and money. So just a finishing quote: if you can do something, if you're capable, if you've got the capability to do something good in this life, just do it. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this video, much appreciated.